So what I want to talk to you about right now, I'm going to grab a little bit of water. You want some water before we start?
Sure. I'm chugging this whole cup.
What everything comes down to is identity. And you alluded to this, that you didn't really start down this journey that you're on right now of getting independently wealthy by making money in your sleep until something changed in you and who you wanted to become. But to fully become that person, there has to be something about you that you believe even the smallest amount, and then you can start looking for evidence to support it. So what I want to help you do is to look for evidence of how you already are that person who makes money in their sleep. You just haven't become them yet. So there's this idea of B do M, or M do B, something along those lines. You may have heard. Okay. So, like I was telling you the other day, you have to act like you're falling asleep to fall asleep.
Yeah.
You have to act like a COO to become a COO. You have to act like a rich person to become a rich person. Okay, so, but the reason why a lot of people don't act like a rich person is because they self-sabotage back into their old identity. So in order to become that different person, you have to create a new identity. A new identity then leads to new beliefs. New belief systems lead to new, what's a better word for procedures? Just the things that you do. And then the things that you do lead to the things that you have. So it's like be, do, have. So let's, beginning with the end in mind, you know you want to be someone who makes money when you sleep. In other words, you want to have assets that make you money, and you want to own those assets. So what is something that you already have that can help you believe that that is who you already are? Even if it's just the smallest thing. Like, for example, do you have a savings account that has even $1 in it that makes interest?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Let's write that down then. Wow. You already make money in your sleep.
I do.
You have a savings account
Thank you for helping me see that. That's so true.
that makes money. Interest on interest. So now that you know that, wow, you make money in your sleep. So that was a good decision you made. You're a person who makes good decisions about this type of thing. You're probably going to make more decisions like that in the future.
Yeah.
Let's start to look for those things, and when more opportunities happen like that, let's go towards those and away from ones that don't. Because there's this other concept that there is no such thing as the macro, there is only the micro. Every micro choice you make leads to the macro outcome. It's like the idea of overnight success. There's no such thing. The overnight success is the macro. The micro is all the choices you made along the way to be disciplined, work, make all these choices that led to this outcome. So even though this may seem small and minuscule, if you keep making choices like this over and over and over and over, eventually you'll have a massive amount of thing that just spits out money over and over and over. But you can also have a different identity where you always look at the lack, like the message you sent me today.
I knew you were going to say something about that. As soon as I sent it, like, oh, I want to hear about that.
So how can you afford whatever place you want to live in?
Yeah.
Well, you just got to make more money than it takes. That's all.
Yeah.
Is it possible to make more money than what it takes to live there?
Yes.
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 It's like my mind is like, yeah, I can do that. But
Has anyone ever done it?
Yes.
Okay. Are those people any different than you?
Well, that's where it gets like
How
tied
are
up
they
into
different?
identity, right?
Yes. How are they different than you?
Oh, Oh, I could go so many directions with that. It's
Go
like,
one.
I mean, I could, there are the ones that are like old beliefs. I think I'm in this transitional, I'm in the between of like
You
my
are.
old beliefs
Yes.
and my future beliefs
You
about
absolutely
myself.
are.
So I have this part of me that wants to tell you things like, oh, well, those people are smarter than me. Those people
They might
are,
be.
you know, have had different history, background than me. They've had, you know, a different upbringing.
Yeah.
They've just been more, you know, wise with their spending.
Yes.
Or they have more skills.
Yes.
They have more, blah, you know, tons of things, right?
Yes.
In all the ways that I'm lacking. The things that are keeping me from being someone who can make money.
Yes.
And then that future me is like, oh, I'm just like everyone else.
Yeah. So let's flip this
But
around.
yeah,
Let's flip this
it.
around. Here's future Frankie. And she's got her little eyes looking back at you saying, I'm just waiting on you to catch up with me.
Yes.
She's already there. She already exists.
Yeah.
Isn't that interesting? That she already exists. She's just waiting for you to catch up with her.
Yeah.
What's the difference between you and her?
What is the difference?
She's you.
Yeah. I want to say there's nothing different. Come on, old Frankie. But there must be some difference that's keeping her stuck back there.
Is she stuck?
She thinks that she's stuck.
How's she stuck?
I think that she thinks that she... I mean, if she believed that she was someone who could make money, like everything would change about her.
Okay.
And the way that people see her
Yes.
would change.
Frankie, you have a savings account that makes money in your sleep. You make money all the time. Whether you do something or not, you make money. If you've made this good decision, you can make other good decisions.
Yeah. Yeah.
She knows you can because she's already done it.
Yeah.
She believes in you because she's just looking back and says, you've done it, obviously.
Yeah.
She's sitting there at her laptop, drinking her coffee. After she's read her book and meditated, she looks over at her altar. She remembers this moment. She remembers how she didn't realize who she could be.
Yeah.
She hears her kids playing in the background. They're happy.
Yeah.
You're going for a walk with your dog. You're sitting on your front porch in your yellow couch.
Right. Right.
All because you remembered who you were in the future. Mm-hmm. Because time isn't linear. It exists now. It's just you're here physically. Yeah.
And I think she has to change. She has to be okay with other people seeing her. Like I feel like there's some connection between.
Is it a fear thing?
Maybe it's a fear of not fitting into other people's like comfortable roles that I'm in.
No doubt. Like,
right?
There's this thing called crabs in the bucket. Have you ever heard that?
No.
So when there's a bunch of crabs in a bucket, if one crab wants to try to get out of the bucket, the other crabs will pull the crab back in.
Yes. That is so, that feels very, I feel that in my body.
So like, this is your life right now. You're here, but you're wanting to go over here. And remember, have we talked about acclimation? Mm-mm. Yeah, okay. Acclimation's really the key. So like, anytime you're leveling up, you're going to have, or going outside of, if this is you and then this is where you're going, this is comfort zone, out of your comfort zone. Comfort zone, out of your comfort zone.
Okay.
When you're in a warm house and it's a cold day, you go outside, what happens?
I'm out of my comfort zone.
Yeah, your comfort zone. You have to acclimate to the cold.
Yeah.
So all successful people have done is allowed themselves to Believe that they are here when they're not, and then acclimate to it and adjust. And once they're there, they're there.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's like base camp going up to Mount Everest. I don't know if you've heard about that, but there's
Yeah.
like 1, 2, 3, and you got to. Okay, so
Yes.
all the acclimation steps. Everyone goes through it. The secret is that there is no end. Even the most successful people feel like they aren't good enough. It's called imposter syndrome.
Yeah.
So, because there is no end, like that is the design of the universe itself. There's this actually a mathematical theorem called Gödel's incomplete theorem, which partly says that every time something is discovered, it only leads to new discoveries. Because knowledge, information, who we are, what there is all fractal. So everything leads to something else. So you could become the best person possible, and there's still one more level. There's always another level, and you're always going to be getting out of your comfort zone.
Yeah. So getting comfortable with being uncomfortable.
Yes, that is the key. That is the key. There's this thing, there's been studies on what is the key characteristic of a successful person. Do you know what it is?
I don't. I mean,
it's grit.
Okay.
Which is another way of saying being determined, which is just another way of saying they allow themselves to acclimate to new scenarios, and they're not staying in their comfort zone, they're always getting out of it. Because you don't need grit to stay in the comfort zone.
Yeah.
It's easy to eat cookies. It's hard to not eat a cookie. Okay, so this is all just theory, but it's very important. It's foundational.
Yes, yeah, I can.
Because
totally
if you don't
see
update your identity, then you'll never become the other person. And there's skills to update your identity, which is start with a core belief, no matter how small, and then allow your what's called the Reticular Activator System, which is a fancy name for the filter in your brain. Because your brain does a lot of thinking, but most of what it does is filter out. Like this entire time, you probably haven't been paying attention to the traffic outside or what my parents are doing downstairs. Because you're paying attention to what you want to pay attention to. There's a famous study about a basketball team where they have people watch the basketball team. They say, how many times did they pass the ball? And then they later ask them, did you see the gorilla? They're like, what gorilla? And if you go back and look for the gorilla, there's obviously a gorilla on the court. But the people are so focused on the ball moving, they miss the gorilla.
Yeah.
Another way it works is if you're constantly looking for money, you'll find it. People who are focused on money will find money on the ground. They'll find money in opportunities. But people who are constantly focused on lack will completely miss money on the ground. They'll completely miss out on opportunities.
Yeah.
So it really is, the world it's whatever you filter for. And identity and filter are like the same thing. Because who you are is what you look for.
Who you are is what you look for.
Yes.
Wow. That's landing. That's taking a minute to land.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay.
Let's pause there. Let that land.
Great. Yeah.